pay.
Here for you in Washington, Alexandra Limon, 6 News.
Well, Nick Mantis is in for Audrey tonight with a look at sports, and the Mid-Michigan community came together tonight in a very big way.
Yes, Sherry. The Greater Lansing Honor Roll meet was tonight, and some meet records were getting destroyed by some of our Mid-Michigan athletes. We're going to show you how they did it. Plus, the Capital Softball Diamond Classic got started tonight, and we're going to have highlights and some great games coming up right after the break.
This is the 6 Sports Desk.
Well, there are specific sporting events in mid-Michigan that remind us of how close-knit this community really is. And at tonight's Greater Lansing Honor Roll meet, the area's best runners, throwers, leapers, and vaulters all came together for an annual showdown. Starting with the field events, Mason's Connor Williamson had a huge shot put throw, a new personal record of 55 feet and 1 inch. And there was a good crowd on hand to see the big man out of Carson City Crystal. Zane Forrest broke his own meet record, which he set last year with a throw of 65 feet and 1 inch. We caught up with the future Michigan Wolverine to get his thoughts on his record-breaking throw.
It was awesome. I was a little disappointed last year when I didn't break the record, so to break it today was pretty cool. I had a really good practice yesterday, so I went into this meet feeling really well. Had some warm-ups that actually went a little farther than my comp throws, so hoping to get a little bit bigger at the state meet.
In the long jump, Holtz Kellen Reed took home first place with a jump of 22 feet and 5.5 inches. Then on the track, in the girls' 1,600-meter race, Lansing Catholic Cece Jones came storming down the final stretch for a new personal record. Our very own sports director Audrey Dahlgren was there presenting medals to the winners on the podium. The Potterville alum was once running in this event and during her day, and Audrey got to present the East Lansing girls 4x100-meter team with its medals as the Trojans broke the meet record with a final time of 48.16 seconds. And speaking of the Trojans, East Lansing's David Ferguson put on the gas to beat Potterville's Carson Brunk in the 800. Ferguson finished with a new personal record of 2 minutes. Most of these stellar athletes will now move on to the state meet. After the rain last week pushed the start of the 40th Greater Lansing Hall of Fame Softball Classic back a little bit, the festivities finally got underway today. In the first quarterfinal matchup, Waverly taking on Leslie, who was playing in its first ever softball classic, and the Blackhawks had no problem getting on the scoreboard. Sahara Burley gets under that one. Sarissa Jones crosses home plate with an ease in the first run of the game. Leslie would blow things open in the final 2 innings because of swings like this from Jalen Fawcett. She cranks it off the out wall for a 2-run home run. And the Blackhawks scored 11 runs in the final 2 innings. That was plenty of run support for Ava Bradford in the circle. Bradford ends the game with her 9th strikeout. Leslie wins it 12-2 and continues to improve with its good luck charm Molly on hand.
Our group, especially the sophomores, we've always worked in the gym. Like our first year we scored 3 runs, and now like us working in the gym all winter throughout elementary school and working out together as a group, it's really pulled us closer together, and it proves to us that our work has paid off.
The field was then cleaned up for the nightcap between Eaton Rapids and DeWitt to determine who Leslie would play. In the 3rd inning, Eden Doggenbaugh beats out the infield single for Eaton Rapids and allows the tying run to score. The game stayed tied at 1 until the 6th inning, which is when pitcher Kaya Shattuck drops down the bunt, and the throw went to the first. Corinna Hernandez slides home to give DeWitt the lead. The Panthers then added to their lead in the 7th. Natalie Donaldson hits one on the outfield wall. That brings home 3 runs, including herself. And the ball was then thrown out of play as DeWitt takes the 5-3. Despite not playing for 2 weeks. So, did you feel any rust out there tonight?
I think a little bit, but we had a lot of energy. We've been wanting to play. We've had a lot of energy at practices, and we've been putting in the work, and we were just ready to play.
They dealt with the weather. I mean, it's stuff you got to deal with when you're in a spring sport, and they've really battled, and I'm proud of the way they've played.
And in high school baseball playoffs tonight, as the first round of the district play got started, and our local teams like the Okemos Wolves were hungry for a big win. And they did just that, taking down South Lyon 13-3. And DeWitt Panthers also got a big win, ending Hazlitt's season with a 14-2 victory. And some other scores to check in on. St. John's beat Midland 3-2, while Portland Raiders keep having success on the diamond, beating the Ionia Bulldogs 7-0. And in prep girls soccer, the Williamston Hornets cruise to a 5-0 victory over Lansing Catholic. The Hornets will now play Ovid Elsie in the district championship match on Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us.